Alright, hey y'all. This isn't the greatest angle. You can't really see my face. Let's see. I probably should have figured that one out before I actually, yeah, that works for me. As you can tell by the title, I'm vlogging solely because I thought about doing a life update video, but it'd be kind of short, I want to say. So I was like, because I just haven't been active on YouTube a whole lot. Honestly, to the point where I'm like nervous I'm gonna run out of like scheduled videos and like not have anything to post because I haven't been working on them either. But anyway, so I'm still in school right now. Nothing's too different. The only things I know for sure that are different is my small business is like getting bigger. I've made like $4,000 in the last 3 months. I'm very grateful. I'm very lucky. And my mom a couple months ago went to I don't know where she went. She went to get a regular like scan in her head because she had a lot of pressure in her head, and turns out she had a tumor in her head, so she needed brain surgery. So she had brain surgery a couple weeks ago. Today is the 3rd of July. I keep hearing noises. I'm trying to make sure my grandpa is coming in a second. So she had brain surgery. The tumor wasn't cancerous. I meant to put up our fragile sticker on here. I took her to the hospital. The hospital she's at is like 40 minutes away from me. Took her to the hospital a few days before the surgery because they needed her in a few days before. I was there before she went into surgery. I left, I walked down as far as I could go with her until she went into surgery. She was so scared, and so was I. And we were just very nervous. She had the brain surgery. It went fine. She woke up from it. She was able to answer questions. I think it may have been she was able to answer questions, and then like later they tried to ask her like questions again. She couldn't answer what year it was. And then she declined a bit. She's been like on a ventilator, and they've had to go in remove part of her skull like up here because like the tumor was right here and her brain was like swelling, so they had to remove part of her skull. She since the day of the surgery she has not been awake. I asked yesterday if she's in a coma, and they said technically. They wanted to put in a permanent breathing tube and feeding tube, but my brother and I went in yesterday. So I saw her for the first time since before her surgery, and it was nauseating to see her like completely out of it. I did not mean to cut all 4 sides before I took this off. They assume she can still hear. She still reacts to like pain, like her lower part of her body. But so we talked with the doctor. He said that my mom said if she has to like be put on something, or no, if she can't like take care of herself, she does not want to continue. However, because she didn't want to do like permanent breathing tube or permanent feeding or whatever, they're putting in a permanent breathing tube and feeding tube. They already put it in actually, I think last night, a trach, because it won't be long term. She's just been on a ventilator for like 2 weeks now, and they just don't know where to go because she just like, her recovery is taking longer than expected, and honestly, that's not out of character for my mom. So They're going to do that. They'll move her to another hospital because she doesn't need to be in the ICU. I don't remember why they're moving her to a different hospital. So, can't answer that one. But, my brother's going to pick. They gave us a list of places she can go. I told my brother he can pick because I trust his judgment. My brother's at my mom's house taking care of the animals and whatnot. So, because he doesn't even live in this state. But it's been extremely, extremely hard because up until yesterday when I talked to the doctor, I was pretty convinced that I was about to lose my mom. Like, I don't get along with my mom very well all the time. That's why I moved out to my grandpa's house. But she's still my mom. And we do have our, you know, our times, but I just can't live with her, you know. I mean, it's so complicated. But I don't want her to die. Like, you know. So, let's see. There's that. I would get really upset because I've just been having such a hard time. I don't work very much because they just don't schedule me for some reason, which is fine because at this point, I make more money at home than I do at work. So when I do go to work and they put me on fucking prep away from everybody else, I flip the fuck out. And on top of everything else I've got going on right now. So, hold on, there might be pauses because I'm trying to think. So I don't work a whole lot right now. Oh, I said that because I wanted to add on to the fact that my dad keeps asking about my brother, who isn't his. My brother and I have different dads. So, what's funny is that my dad, after my parents divorced, for some reason, according to my dad, my mother was not a part of the family anymore, but somehow my brother was. Like, the fuck? And my brother had terrible anger issues as a kid. So, like, my dad, when he left, he told my mom that my brother is going to end up in prison. And then all of a sudden, when my brother joined the army, like, everyone on my dad's side of the family, besides, like, the only one that doesn't count is, like, my grandpa, because my grandpa actually, like, gave a fuck about me and my brother. All of a sudden, everyone on my dad's side of the family is like, oh my god, look at him, we're so proud, he's our family. I'm like, girl, like, what? So, in the midst of me firmly believing that I'm about to lose my mom, my dad's just always like, where's your brother at? What's he doing? Why don't you ask him? Like, are you serious? Like, so the other night, I just had, like, a mental breakdown. I was just so done. I was just like, because I told my dad, because my mom was going to need another surgery to remove part of her skull. So I told my dad, he says, okay. And he says, where's my brother at? I'm like, you gotta be kidding, right? Because, like, that shit pissed me off. Like, my dad never once gave a fuck about me as a kid. He never made time for me. All of a sudden, now that I'm an adult, he's just, like, trying to make time for me. He's trying to be good. I mean, I guess, like, I talked to my best friend about it. She's like, well, maybe he's trying to make up for, like, you know, whatever. I'm like, I guess. But, what was I saying? Dang it, what was I just saying? Crap, my mind is completely blanked. Oh, yeah. My dad never really gave me the time of day when I was a kid. To the point where when I was a teenager, all I wanted from my dad was to be in the same fucking room. So his wife has 2 girls, and my brother's married. So I saw my dad post the other day on Facebook, like, happy birthday to my brother's wife. I'm just like, great. Like, you're out here worrying about kids that aren't yours, because I'm my dad's only biological child. And I'm, like, the one he could, like, emotionally care less for, I feel like. I feel like recently he's trying to give a fuck. Especially, like, with my mom, everything going on with my mom. Because he even texted me, he's like, how you doing this morning? I'm like, who the hell are you? And, I'm gonna see him tomorrow because my uncle and my cousins are coming in today. But, so actually, I need to ask him if there's, like, 4th of July plans I don't know about, because, like, I'm nervous. Like, this house is usually just me and my grandpa, and it's so quiet, and I'm, like, the ruler of the house. It's mine. And then all of a sudden, like, last time my uncle came, like, my dad came down, and his wife came down. My grandma stayed the night over here, because my grandma lives in assisted living. So, now I'm nervous that my cousins, my other cousins, not the cousins that are coming to stay, and their mom, because their mom's a bitch, and I hate her ass, will be over here. But, you know what? At least I can say in confidence that I don't feel the need to hide anything. Like, I'm an age regressor. I don't want to say age dreamer anymore because I'm not sure. It's been going back and forth. But, so I have baby stuff in my room. I have, like, bath toys in the bathroom. I'll probably put it up. I have a baby bottle. Like a giant, like, baby bottle, like, Little for Big from Amazon. And then in the living room, I have 2 life-size Beavis and Butthead cutouts, which I didn't put away when my uncle came last time. My cousins haven't seen it, though, but, I'm not gonna hide my shit. I'm confident enough in what I like and who I am. You can kiss my ass. You know what I'm saying? There was one day that my cousin and her mom came over because she needed one of my grandpa's cars because her mom's a dumbass and crashed hers somehow. And it couldn't be fixed. And I heard them come in, and I was in this room, and I quickly closed the door and locked it because I ain't about to put up with them. And my cutouts were out there. My bottle was on, like, the TV dinner table I keep by the rocking chair that I sit in. And my bedroom door, I believe, was open, and I'm pretty sure could have snooped in there just a little bit, like, looked in there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't give a rat's ass. I'm happy with my life. I like what I like, and I'm living my best life, so could care less what they think, honestly, because they're literally pieces of shit. But, you know, so there's that. But last time my uncle came, it was like the first time my uncle came and stayed while I lived here. I was a nervous wreck. Like, I was in my room. My grandma, my uncle had come in with my grandpa. Did I say my grandma or my grandpa? My grandma and grandpa. And my uncle came in. And then a few minutes later, my dad comes with his wife. And then then I got anxious. Because I'm like, I'm obviously used to my grandpa. He's fine. My grandpa's fine. My grandma, fine. My uncle, I'm not close with. I mean, he's great. He's like the greatest kid my grandparents had, technically. I don't like my dad's wife. She's a fucking bitch. And then, you know, my dad, whatever. But for some reason, I was super anxious that there was, like, a group of people out in my living room. Are you seeing I'm fiddling with this, and it's, like, glaring. So that made me anxious, but I eventually got over it and was fine. My cousins, though, like, my cousins, I'm sure they're great. I know they're good kids. They're teenagers, by the way, I think. I just don't know them at all. And we were never close as kids. Never. Because we're just different in age, I guess. I think I'm, like, I want to say, like, I'm at least 6 years older, right? I want to say 6. 6 years older than my uncle's oldest. There's only 2, but, anyway. You know. Anyway. So I'm just worried about being anxious. But I can hide in my own bedroom. So there's that, I guess. As long as no one... My uncle's gonna stay in this office, and that's fine. He's done it before. As long as no one comes in here and touches my shit, I don't give a rat's ass when anyone does. Just don't touch my shit. It's mine. Okay. Anyway, is there anything else going on in my life? Well, you know, things are pretty okay. I try and age regress more. I even have it in like my nightly routine. I usually have like a bottle of chocolate milk and I get in a onesie and whatever. And oh my god, I'm exhausted. So there's that. But I mean, I'm gaining weight also. Because I don't have my mom over my shoulder telling me or guilting me for eating foods I shouldn't be eating, even though it never stopped me in the first place. I don't know why, but since I moved in, I've gained like 10 pounds, and that, I know that sounds ridiculous. I'm sorry. Thing is, I make a lot of money from my shop right now, and I'm like dead inside because of all the stuff going on with my mom. So I DoorDash like almost every day because I can. And that sounds awful, but for me, I am like, I want to say I'm flabbergasted that I get to, because I could like DoorDash like once every 3 months and my mom would be like, what the hell are you doing? Don't do that. My mom, for some reason, would still care about the money that I spend, even though I don't live with her. Like, I told her one day about some Bob Evans I ordered. I ordered like that new strawberry pancake thing. They gave me burnt blueberry pancakes. They were black, and I'm just like, so I was telling my mom, and she's like, she was started bitching about how like, oh, she can't afford to, go get groceries, but like I'm at her door. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do about that, because that's just kind of on you. Sorry. It just annoys me that my mom's still like, stop buying stuff. Like, you keep buying stuff. Like, yeah, I'm an adult. I'm gonna keep buying stuff. I can buy stuff. Which, speaking of, I literally just paid off my Beavis and Butthead bag today. Yay me. But, wow, that's really neat. Huh. I didn't think that one through. I won't say I didn't think that one through, but it just really hit me. I paid off my $90 bag today. Now it's mine. It's paid off. It's so great. I have a bad habit of doing like pay installments because it just works for me. So, speaking of buying, I need to buy more drawstring bags and drawstring bags mostly. It's just the drawstring bags for oh my god, I only have 4 of these things left. Also, my shop is Petite Paul Passies. You can find it on Instagram, TikTok, and the website is petitepaulpassies.com. This is my business card. I don't remember, I can't pronounce the name on Instagram of who designed my mascot, or didn't design it, she drew it, in the LPS style. But I designed my own business cards with this picture and this picture that this person drew for me. And I got my socials on there, and the top says, thank you so much for supporting my business. I hope you enjoy your new baby items. Because I sell more than just passies now. I sell like the plain R's, which I need to make a TikTok about them. Like these that go on the passies, and I'm so excited. I've been able to do image passies. I get like sticker paper, and I like print out any image and I can put it on the passy, which I've been wanting to do for like a year now at least. I sell passy clips that go with the, passy clips that go with the passies. I sell D-stash items like random stuff you can use for age regression, like toys and stuffed animals, and it's like a D-stash thing. I call it Baby Boutique on my website. I'm trying to start selling like crinkle squares and some sort of like little security blankets. I just need to get a few more things for those. And what else do I sell? Let's see. Oh, bottles. I make bottles now. Bottles. I think that's it for right now. I'd love to add more stuff, but pasties are just, I'm obsessed with making pasties. Like, I have at least 90 available, and I have so many more planned, and I have to order sticker paper today so that I can print out more, because I want to do a 2000s Barbie themed one. Get in the box. So yeah, basically this first 20 minutes ended up being like a life update, but I'll like continue to vlog a little bit more, just like, you know, for fun. It's been a few hours later, and I just got out of the shower. I'm in my spoiled onesie. This is new. I got it a few days ago, and I love it. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna DoorDash some things from Walmart that I need. I DoorDashed some pizza earlier, and I've just kind of been laying in bed because I was tired earlier, and I took like a 1 hour nap, and I was hoping it'd be longer, but it wasn't. So I gotta do my laundry. I wanted to put on my pink. Pause it. I wanted to put on my pink tutu bloomers with this and like take pictures, but I'm so tired. So it's like 7 o'clock. I might go to bed in a couple hours. It's currently about 9 o'clock. My clock is wrong and pisses me off. I DoorDashed stuff from Meijer. I'm eating cake because, you know, my uncle and my cousins are here. So I'm trying to be a little quiet. I know one of my cousins is in the living room. My uncle is on the other side of the house. But I think another one of my cousins is like right over on the other side of the wall. So yeah. I did a little bit of schoolwork. Now I'm just eating my cake. I got a bottle, and I'm gonna go to bed. I need to go ahead and end this vlog. It is July 14th. The last footage was from July 3rd. Life just kind of sucks. I've had to take the animals from my mom's house because my brother went back to where he's stationed at. I got a luster pod so I can smoke now. But I am really going through it. I left work early today. I talked to one of the higher ups and they recommended therapy. I've got a lot of cleaning to do. Yeah. I'm just out here trying to survive. So. The dog has a lump on her leg also. And she's so matted that I have to get her groomed even though I cut off all the hair that I did. Yes. Yes, please. Life is just crazy.